starts Thursday
on 5 Live and BBC Sounds.
live from Mexico
This is 5 Live Sports
at the FIFA World Cup 2026.
with Steve Crossman.
Thomas, can I focus on you, please?
Okay, try.
Because you've been
Scared?
here. Well, you've been here a week, and you've got a week to go to what will be your first match in the World Cup
Yeah.
as a manager. So, how are you feeling?
Don't make me nervous, please. I'm still relaxed. I'm very proud to be the England head coach. I'm very proud to have this group of players, and this is dream come true. Big challenge, but I'm very excited. And step by step, it's building up. I think I get the feeling, and the feeling comes when the ball finally rolls, means on Thursday with the first kickoff of the tournament, and then when we change into our camp in Kansas, I think then I will finally feel it and understand what we are doing. But it's good. I'm happy. I'm grateful, and I'm very proud to have the chance to perform on that kind of level.
I watched your rousing speech to the players that was actually, I'm told, was filmed in March 2025.
Yeah.
Can you remember what their response was?
It was more a monologue, I think. There was no response needed. I hope I got their attention. I think it was, you're talking about my first speech to the players, to my first selection of players. So there are for sure now players in camp who didn't hear the speech. It's a constant evolvement, and we painted the picture of climbing a mountain, climbing Mount Everest, because of course it's the mountain that everyone knows, and you do it base camp by base camp, and of course you know your target, and you know your dream, and you know your goal. You want to be on top of the mountain, but you have to go step by step, and you have to make it from base camp to base camp. So we use this. Is it an analogy, or to simplify the message and to give this message? And from time to time, this is needed to connect on an emotional level, or to wake up some emotions in the players, that they can buy into then your ideas of how to do it, and how to take ownership of this idea, and how to play football, and what is needed to do. Because having a dream is one thing, but living up to it comes with a lot of discipline. It comes with a lot of work. It comes with a lot of commitment. It comes with pain. It comes with frustration. So there's a lot of things involved, and it's nice if you share a dream, and if you have a vision where you want to go.
So, what are you thinking for Costa Rica?
We want to take the next step. We want to take the next step from the match against New Zealand. Everyone is available, which is nice. So we will later in the day take the decision who will be the starting 11 for tomorrow. They will get 60-70 minutes out of it to get used to the heat and exposed to the climate. Then we want to take the next step in intensity on and off the ball to finish this prep camp properly and on good spirits.
Are you worried about Bukayo Saka?
Absolutely not at all. He played with discomfort and made himself available, and was managed in the end of the season for Arsenal, because he was decisive in their matches. He was decisive in the semi-final of Champions League. So he played on highest level, even if he managed himself and his injury that made him unavailable for us in March, and unavailable for Arsenal in March, and I think even throughout the beginning of April. But I'm not concerned at all. He can train. He can handle more and more training. He gets used to more and more training. He can, without reaction, he can play more minutes, and we will continue this process in a very close feedback loop with Bukayo himself. And no, I'm not worried at all.
You've talked a lot about the 14-15 starters.
Yeah.
What about the 3 or the 4 that don't play? How will you speak to them? Because you've got players in groups, haven't you? You've got the players in groups who are going to challenge. You've got the leadership group.
Yeah. And then we have challengers. Then we have also players who know that they come from behind, who know that their role is to be a good team player, and
But those 3 or 4 that don't start would be disappointed.
yes, of course they will be disappointed. They will be upset with my decision, of course, but they know that it will not be personal. I will have my reasons. I have to take these decisions, and I think I know that they are well aware that it's not club football. That it's not a decision that can last half a year or whatever. We're trying to win 8 football matches, and they have to push the competitor and their teammate and their friend on the same position, and be ready to influence the game from the bench. Hopefully we enter a stage where we even play maybe 120 minutes, so it's just like the starting 11 will not finish these matches, and in these conditions it's very, very likely that we will use all our substitutes in every single match. So we need just a strong group to be ready for all eventualities. If everyone is fit, there will be hard decisions, but I feel that everyone is ready to handle these decisions and digest them and push the team. We have a greater goal. We have a goal as a team, and everyone is ready to sacrifice the ego for that.
And they buy into that. And the reason I say they, because I think there's a danger that you can focus on individuals, such as Jude Bellingham. But it's all about the team, isn't it?
It is all about the team. If we want to have a chance to win it, we will try to win it, and we only have a chance as a team. And everyone buys into this, and that was key in selecting this group of players, that we are sure that they can handle it, and that we are sure in the selection that we have the energy right, even the energy right in disappointment, the energy right on the day after the match, that players who are not selected drive the standards, keep on driving the standards in training. The group has shown it. That's why we relied so heavily on these players, and yeah, it's we have full trust and ready to go.
It's funny you say driving, because I was struck by a comment from Anthony Barry that said the petrol in the car is the team spirit. So how is the car looking?
Yeah, the petrol in the car is the team spirit. Okay, good. Yeah, hopefully we're like the tank is full, hopefully. I think we're in good spirits. I mean, the atmosphere in pre-camp was until now exactly like we wanted it to be, light and a good mix between effort and concentration, focus and quality into football, and then having afternoons and evenings off to reconnect on a social level, and to create a brotherhood and to spend free time for the players, which they did. They had the chance to see family and friends who support them, which is very important. So we are in good spirits. But there's always a but. It's important to underline it and to confirm it with performance and results. And tomorrow is the next test to do that. So we need to prove it. Good. Thank you.
I'm not. After tomorrow, I go off and do the best of the rest. So can I just say? So that was my conversation there with Thomas Tuchel. We're back live here in West Palm. Just caught the end of me wishing Thomas Tuchel all the best after that game against Costa Rica. Of course, the World Cup is just a matter of days away now, and you can really feel the excitement building, whether it be in Mexico City, here in the United States, or indeed in Canada. But of course, Steve Crossman has spent so much time in Mexico City ahead of that opening game on Thursday, Mexico against South Africa. All the build-up from 6 o'clock. Live, of course, on 5 Live for an 8 o'clock kickoff. And there's been no shortage of flamboyant goalkeepers at World Cups over the years, and one of the most well-known, of course, is Mexico's Jorge Campos. He played 130 times for his country, despite being just 5'7", and you might recall those vivid, colourful jerseys that made him a household name worldwide during the 1994 World Cup in the United States. He's both a cultural and sporting icon in Mexico, and the other night he was honoured in Mexico City with a museum-like display of his greatest jerseys, and Steve and the team were there to meet him. At one time, he was one of the best goalkeepers in the world, but he doesn't mind being remembered primarily for the jerseys that he actually helped design himself.
After I